The story begins with a quiet day in New York City, where a strange energy wave shakes the ground. People on the streets feel their bodies tremble, and some even collapse, discovering that their latent mutant genes are suddenly awakening. Panic spreads quickly, and hospitals overflow with people experiencing strange new abilities. The government scrambles to understand what is happening, while whispers of the X-Men's return begin to echo. Charles Xavier senses the disturbance through Cerebro and realizes something has accelerated mutant evolution across the globe. He immediately reaches out to his students, calling them back to the mansion. Cyclops, Storm, Jean, and others gather, worried that the world will turn against mutants once again. Their fears grow when they see the media portraying mutants as dangerous threats to humanity. The team realizes they must find the source of this surge before conflict spirals out of control. Meanwhile, in the streets of Paris, a young woman discovers she can manipulate shadows. Terrified, she accidentally causes destruction in her neighborhood, leading to police intervention. Magneto, now living in hiding, notices her plight and decides the time has come to act. He believes mutants should not fear humans but instead embrace their superiority. Gathering his old allies, he begins recruiting vulnerable new mutants who feel rejected by society. Back at the X-Mansion, Logan reluctantly returns after years of isolation. Haunted by his past, he doubts his place among the X-Men, but Xavier convinces him that young mutants need guidance more than ever. His return sparks hope within the team, though his scars remain visible. Jean Grey senses a strange energy linked to the sudden mutation wave, and it feels disturbingly familiar. She warns Xavier that this power might be tied to something cosmic, far beyond Earth. Across the globe, reports of violence between humans and mutants intensify. Governments form special task forces, attempting to regulate or detain mutants. This leads to tragic clashes, where innocent people on both sides are harmed. Cyclops urges the team to intervene peacefully, but Logan argues that force will soon be necessary. Their clash of ideologies puts the team under strain, even as Xavier tries to mediate. Magneto's Brotherhood gains traction as desperate mutants see no hope in peaceful coexistence. He delivers powerful speeches about mutant freedom, drawing hundreds of followers. Among them is a young mutant boy who lost his family in a government raid, fueling Magneto's resolve. The X-Men recognize that Magneto's movement is growing too strong to ignore. Storm suggests confronting him before war breaks out, though Xavier hesitates to fight his old friend. Jean experiences visions of a dark force lingering behind the mutation wave. In her dreams, she sees a fiery entity spreading across the stars, whispering of destruction. Xavier fears that the Phoenix Force may be returning, using Earth as a focal point. He warns the team that Magneto is not their only threat. Something greater is approaching. The X-Men must split their focus, which risks leaving them vulnerable on both fronts. A secret government lab is discovered, experimenting on newly awakened mutants. When the X-Men investigate, they find tortured subjects, including children. This enrages Logan, who brutally dismantles the facility. The rescued mutants look at the X-Men with hope, but their scars remain. News of the raid spreads, further painting mutants as unstable. The government declares the X-Men fugitives, turning public opinion against them. Magneto launches his first offensive, striking at a military base responsible for mutant containment. His power devastates the facility, and his Brotherhood cheers him as a savior. The X-Men arrive too late, witnessing the destruction and loss of life. Cyclops and Magneto face off, but their battle ends in a stalemate. Magneto escapes with more recruits, leaving the X-Men shaken by how far he is willing to go. Tensions within the team rise when Jean collapses after another Phoenix vision. She admits she feels her control slipping, worrying that she might hurt her own friends. Xavier tries to calm her, but even he fears that the Phoenix Force is awakening inside her. Logan stands by Jean, promising to protect her, while Cyclops struggles with jealousy and doubt. The love triangle adds emotional weight, even as the world burns around them. The Brotherhood launches coordinated attacks across multiple cities, forcing the X-Men to spread thin. Storm leads a squad to London, while Logan and Jean head to Tokyo to prevent further chaos. Each battle tests the team's limits, showing their humanity through exhaustion, fear, and doubt. Yet they also inspire hope, as ordinary citizens witness them protecting people despite the hatred they face. The line between hero and outcast grows blurrier by the day. Amid the chaos, Beast uncovers evidence that the mutation surge was not natural. He finds traces of alien energy in the Earth's atmosphere, linking it to the Phoenix visions. This revelation shocks the team, confirming that cosmic forces are influencing Earth. Xavier realizes that their battle is not just with Magneto, but with something far larger. They must prepare for a war beyond human understanding. Jean's powers grow unstable, and during a heated battle in New York, she accidentally unleashes the Phoenix. Flames engulf the sky, terrifying both humans and mutants alike. The X-Men barely manage to contain her, with Logan risking his life to calm her down. Magneto sees this event as proof that mutants are gods compared to humans. His followers rally stronger than ever, believing destiny favors them. As cities worldwide descend into chaos, Xavier pleads for peace on live broadcast. His words touch some hearts, but many dismiss him as a dreamer. Governments prepare drastic measures, including weapons capable of eradicating mutants entirely. The X-Men realize they are running out of time. They must stop Magneto before humanity declares all-out war. In a desperate move, Cyclops leads the team in a direct assault on Magneto's stronghold. The battle is fierce, with mutants clashing against mutants in devastating displays of power. Logan confronts Magneto personally, fighting through pain and metal-infused attacks. Storm unleashes her fury, balancing destruction with compassion. The conflict leaves both sides broken, neither fully victorious. During the aftermath, the Phoenix fully awakens inside Jean, erupting into uncontrollable flames. Her power threatens to consume the entire battlefield, endangering mutants and humans alike. Xavier enters her mind, trying to help her regain control, but he falters under the Phoenix's overwhelming force. Logan makes the ultimate sacrifice, reaching Jean not with strength, but with love and honesty. She briefly regains herself, enough to push the Phoenix back. The battle with Magneto ends in a tragic stalemate. He retreats with his Brotherhood, vowing to return stronger. The world remains fearful of mutants, but Xavier believes the X-Men showed enough humanity to spark change. Some humans begin to question their hatred, inspired by the sacrifices they witnessed. Still, peace feels fragile, like a candle in the wind. Jean recovers, though she remains haunted by the Phoenix. She fears it will return one day, but with her friends by her side, she chooses to keep fighting. Logan, scarred but alive, finally feels a sense of belonging again. Cyclops and Jean mend their bond, though Logan's silent love lingers. The team begins to heal, despite their deep wounds. The world is left on edge, unsure whether to fear or embrace mutants. Governments remain watchful, Magneto remains free, and the Phoenix Force still lingers in the shadows. But the X-Men stand united, determined to protect both mutants and humans, no matter the cost. Their journey continues, with uncertainty ahead, but hope burning in their hearts. And as the final scene fades, a mysterious figure watches from space. A cosmic being tied to the Phoenix, preparing for what comes next. The true war for Earth has only just begun.